All right, you're listening to Q Connected on 95.5 KLAQ, and we have some very special guests. Special because not only have they been representing El Paso for the last 5 years or so, they have been selling out shows across the United States. And it's my pleasure to welcome in Late Night Drive Home to the KLAQ studio, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
How you guys doing?
Yeah, it's really nice to be here.
It's an honor. Used to listen to this radio when I was a kid.
Yeah,
now we're here.
I think all of us did.
Yeah.
My dad used to listen to this radio station. Actually, he still does.
Oh, well, well, tell him that we appreciate that.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. Well, no, we appreciate you having the time to come down here and speak to us because we are definitely going to get into the music.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get into the tour.
Okay.
But before we do all of that, I want to know about you guys. So please introduce yourselves so that we know who you are and what you play.
So, I'm Andre. I play rhythm guitar and I sing. I'm the lead vocalist for Late Night Drive Home. And I love to play Nintendo Switch.
My name is Freddie, and I play bass for Late Night Drive Home.
My name is Ox, and I play the lead guitar for Late Night Drive Home. And I like playing like Valorant, FPS games.
Nice. Now, I know there's a fourth member, the drummer. He couldn't make it.
Our drummer,
is
Brian,
in Arlington right now.
he's at a graduation. He's at a graduation right now.
Okay, thank you for being part of the band, and we love you, Boo. We wish you were here, but we'll see you in a couple months. So tell us about yourselves. So where'd you guys grow up? Where'd you guys go to school?
So we.
You want me to say it? We grew up in Chaparral, New Mexico, which is like 30 minutes.
It's like down the street.
In New Mexico, like northeast El Paso, and but we always went to El Paso. El Paso was like the go-to for like anything that we wanted to do because Chaparral.
Hangout spot.
Yeah, Chaparral only has a subway. That's all we have. That's really all Chaparral has. So if you're from Chaparral, you know. But we went to Chaparral High School, Chaparral Middle School.
Chaparral Elementary School.
Yeah, that's what it's all called. Freddie grew up in the east side though. He grew up in. Or you can tell.
I grew up east side, like Malwin area. The only reason why I'm connected with these guys is because Juan Ox is my cousin, and that's what brought me to the loop.
Yeah, the band really started out of nowhere actually. I think we were just making I was just making like silly little tunes in my room, and I send it to Ox one day, and I tell him if he wants to help me with the song. And he was just like, yeah. So it was actually his first time picking up the bass. Mm-hmm. And actually, all of us are like self-taught. We just kind of learned how to play together as a group.
I used to play bass for the band, but then I switched to lead guitar.
And now Freddie plays the bass.
Now Freddie plays with the bass.
You're starting to get a pretty big following, not just here in El Paso, but around the world. Is it kind of weird coming back to El Paso, knowing people know you and they've heard your music?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this, that I love El Paso. There's nowhere like it. Like, we've been to everywhere in the country.
Every single time I come back from tour, it's just... El Paso has this unique vibe to it. Like, once you see the star after being gone for a whole month, driving across the country, it's like, oh, we're finally back home. Yeah. And that's what I enjoy seeing from El Paso. It's just a calm, serene vibe.
It's refreshing coming back home after a long month.
Yeah.
For sure.
But, like, I like the fact that... like, we can come back even if somebody does know us. Like, it's not too hectic. Like, they'll just come up to us and say what's up, and like, they're super friendly. Mm-hmm. And it's really fun to meet people that listen to our music, especially locals, because like, they know the vibe. They live here like us.
They get the story.
And I know you've probably played with a lot of different local bands too.
Yes.
What were some of your like favorite memories playing some of the shows here? Because you've played, you probably played a lot of places here. The Lowbrow, the Love Buzz. You played a lot of house shows too.
So I guess there was a house show that we did.
It was like when we were first starting out. Yeah. We did a house show, and the floor. I'll just say this: we went over capacity for the house, and
the floor cracked
in.
Oh no!
It didn't break in, but it was cracking, and like
the support beam just like cracked in half.
We actually pushed everybody outside and moved the concert outside. That's how many people there were. There was like, I would say probably we sold like 500 like tickets that night for like a house show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the biggest house show we've had here in El Paso, but that's That sounds like it's probably up there in like one of the biggest house shows we've had in El Paso.
Yeah, no, it was crazy because there was people down in the basement too. Yeah, and there's actually footage of
like the floor just going like this. You can see from the basement.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But like I think other than that, our first show at the Indie Fest, that's like a memorable moment for us because I think at the time that was the biggest crowd we've ever played in front of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were astonished because normally we were always used to playing to like crowds of like 20 people, and Indie Fest had like 150.
Yeah,
like, around there, and we were like, oh, this is insane.
Yeah, and we met really cool people there too, like one of our friends too, Tony Jupiter.
Yeah.
No, I know Tony.
Yeah,
that was the first show we ever played with him.
I actually remember Tony when he was he wasn't Tony Jupiter yet, but he was playing with the Boxheads.
Yes, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, this was a long time ago. This was about 2015 or so.
Yeah.
So, but no, he is extremely talented, very extremely nice person too.
Yeah.
So
no, he's really cool. I love that man.
Yeah.
I was actually that kind of leads into my next question, which was, what would you say is like you realize or like, wow, we've made it, or we're starting to become something bigger than just a local band from El Paso?
I think it was a house show for me, because like the capacity was there. There was a lot of people there. I think that's when
we realized like people show up in El Paso for us a lot. Like we posted that flyer like 5 days before. Like it wasn't like promoted like in advance. So we posted that flyer 5 days before, and we were thinking, oh, it's probably gonna be like 100 people. And no, I mean, it was over capacity. There was a ton of people there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think another moment would be for me. It's like when we played in Los Angeles. Yeah. No, I think the Pomona. The first time we ever went to Los Angeles, I was like amazed that people showed up for us. Like I was like, damn, people outside of El Paso are actually coming to our shows. They know the lyrics. They're buying the merch. They want pictures. It was like a weird feeling for me, and that's how I knew like, oh, our music is resonating with people the same way it does with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get more into the tour and you guys playing around, and we're gonna get into the music in a little bit. But right now, we're gonna play our first song from you guys. Let's play something off of your 2022 album. Let's play. Let's play "Sleeping in Cars." How about that?
There we go.
Now you've heard me introduce the song before, but I'm gonna let you guys. So please tell us what song we were listening to.
We are listening to "Sleeping in Cars" by Late Night Drive Home. It is a banger.
There's orange
listening to Q Connected on 95.5 KLAQ, El Paso's best rock, and that was the first song from Late Night Drive Home called Sleeping in Cars off of their recent album. How are we feeling? And we actually have some of the members from the band right now. And guys, how are you feeling?
Feeling great.
Feeling amazing. I could use a cup of coffee, but I'm feeling really
good. Yeah, coffee too.
Well, you know, we got that classic radio coffee down the hall if you want to get some. So I got to ask you, how does that feel just hearing your songs on a radio station?
Dude, I remember the first time our song played. You played our song.
It was me?
Yeah, it was you. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Back in 2021, I sent you the file and you played it for us.
Oh my god, I was the first one.
Yes, you were the first one to ever play us on radio.
Surreal for me. I was like, wow. I was hitting up all of my family and I was like, look, I'm on the radio. Like, this is so crazy.
Well, now look at you guys.
Yeah.
Not only are you on the radio, but you're like literally going from coast to coast, selling out shows like all over the place.
Yeah.
What has been the biggest show that you guys have ever done outside of El Paso?
Irving Plaza in New York City.
Yeah, that one was crazy. That one was surreal.
It was a 1,300 capacity venue, and at first, like I knew that was a big number, but once we got on the stage and I looked around, it was insane. It was like what I see like all my favorite bands play on YouTube, like those live performances. I looked around, there's people on the balcony, people on the front. Yeah, it was just like an insane view that I was able to see.
Yeah, that one was really crazy too, especially just being in New York and just playing a show like that was bonkers.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of crazy to think 20 years ago, we only had like a few bands from El Paso really kind of make it big. You know, we've had At the Drive-In, we've had the Mars Volta, but I think now we're starting to see an emergence of so much more local talent being represented, like not just around the United States, but around the world. You know, we have Khalid, Cigarettes After Sex, we have Crystal Poppin', and I really truly think that you guys are starting to become part of that resurgence. So how does that make you feel representing El Paso, you know, every time that you take the stage?
It's a good feeling because, like I said, this is our roots, and we know El Paso is like a city that a lot of people don't really know about, or like they just pass by it when they're going through Texas from the West Coast. So it's good. It's a good feeling representing El Paso and representing like the Latino culture, like because we're all Latin American, we're all Mexican. So like it's a big thing that we want to emphasize when we play on shows, that we're representing our roots of being Latinos and playing indie shows and representing alternative rock music.
Yeah. Plus, like I feel like every time we go on stage, like before each show, we always just kind of like announce that we're from El Paso.
Yeah.
Because like it's really funny just being from this small town, or at least us being from this smaller section of town, and then like just being able to go out there and be like, yeah, we're from El Paso. Like it is a real place. Like it's a thing.
And sometimes you get that one person in the back being like, yeah, El Paso.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny. You brought this up a little while ago, but when you go to shows, it's like a surreal feeling of seeing people actually sing along to your lyrics. And not only do you see that in live shows, you see that on your videos on YouTube. You know, you just look at the comment section, and there's so many people saying like, "This is beautiful. You guys are, you know, doing such a great job representing the indie scene." What do you feel when you see people saying all these wonderful things that your music has brought to them?
It makes me feel grateful, honestly, because I remember at one point if 2019 saw us right now, we'd be
having a heart attack.
Yeah, we'd be having a heart attack. Mm-hmm. So like just to be able to see people and hear people like sing our lyrics and like resonate with the sound that we got going, it's a really beautiful thing. It's something that we cherish a lot while we're playing shows, and like even in El Paso too, because like it's crazy how many people know our lyrics, and it's just really fun.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where like it's just like when I hear someone sing our lyrics, like I expect it now, like coming to a show, because like I know that a lot of people resonate with our music now, and it makes me glad that so many people are able to connect with us like the same way we do with them with our instruments. Like
especially with our favorite artists too.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, like because we've gone to shows together before. We sang the lyrics of our favorite artist, and it's like crazy just seeing like the perspective shift around. Like, we're on stage and these people are singing our lyrics.
Absolutely. We're going to get into our second song, and it's actually one that you put out this year. It was back in, I believe, February.
Yes, around there.
And this song's called With a Little Dream of You. And the reason why I was bringing up about how people striking a chord with people, especially the comments for this video, you know, you've seen people saying, like, this, it's such an emotional tune, and it really rings and resonates with people. So before we get into the song, can you tell us what was the inspiration for this song?
A lot of sadness. It was an emotional heartbreak song for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's just a song about being vulnerable and being attached to someone when you don't want to. Well,
we're going to hear it right now. It's making its debut on Q Connected. We're going to play the song. We got more of Late Night Drive Home right here on 95.5 KLAQ.
Whenever I hear your name, butterflies in my stomach make me say, either way I lie awake, sketching your voice, recording those teardrop smiles. I guess I did this to myself. Mess I made and I can't get out this time. And maybe our eyes will meet again in a parking lot or a coffee shop. And maybe I'll pop into your head and you'll think of me and my crooked teeth. With our dirty lungs, pack another one. The sun is gone, the record's on. This dream is so wrong. Now you're far away, I wish you stayed. You kept the pain you bear. how much you care, but the pain you bear.
You're listening to Q Connected right here on 95.5 KLAQ, El Paso's best rock. And we got, well, the band you just heard right now, Late Night Drive Home, right here.
Hey.
Say hi, guys.
Hey, it's
How's
us.
it going?
Late night drive home from El Paso, Texas.
That's right, from El Paso, Texas. El Paso, Texas. And you guys have a huge homecoming show
Yes, we
coming
do.
up in just about 2 months from now.
Yeah.
The Plaza Theater. It's going to be insane.
Plaza Theater, August 19th. Did you, in your wildest dreams, ever think you were going to be playing the Plaza Theater?
No.
I did not. No, if
Like-
you told
Yeah.
2019 me, I don't know.
Even the lowbrow when we first played it was like amazing to me. Like that was like out of the world. But now the Plaza Theater's like that just like amazed me more because when the offer came in and we were like, oh, we're really doing this. Like I just couldn't process it because
Yeah.
it's the Plaza Theater. It's like the biggest stage in El Paso, next to the Coliseum.
And it's so
Yeah.
cool that just like a bunch of, well, I say local bands, but like I don't know, like a bunch of smaller bands are playing that. The Plaza, like it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up because, you know, while we're talking to Late Night Drive Home, we can't show you guys all the love entirely because we got to show the other guys that
Yeah.
are playing that show too.
Yeah,
It's Luna,
yeah,
Mind's Eye,
yeah.
and Sam Ray Club.
Yes,
Sir.
So extra shout out to all of those bands who will be performing with you guys on August 19th. And you said you've been playing since 2019, and you've played a lot of shows with a lot of local bands. Who are
Yeah.
some of your favorites? Like, some of
Samurai
your favorite
Club.
bands that you love doing a show with?
Sam Ray
Samurai
Club.
Club for sure.
Yeah. Tony
Yeah,
Jupiter for
Tony
sure.
Jupiter as well. Yeah, they're just really they're the most genuine people you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
And they deserve a lot more recognition. Like they're really good band.
Yeah, just down to earth people. Another good band. We've only played like 2 shows with them, but they're called Acid Wave. They're really good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the all-girl band.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be like 4 members, and they turned into 5 members. And
Yeah.
now I think they have 6 members now.
Oh wow, I
They
don't
played
know.
a show with us in
Yeah.
Chaparral, didn't they?
Yeah, they played a show at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
we had a show at my grandma's house.
And Tony Jupiter was there too.
Tony was there as well. Then we also played Indie Fest with them.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about local bands. It's like even though you guys are focusing on yourself, you're not afraid to show the love to other talent here
Yeah.
because we're all in this together.
You have
Yeah.
to. I really wish there was somebody in the scene when we first started that just showed us the love and support that these people do now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more like it's just representing where you came from. Like the reason Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, all of them like blew up was because they all support each other in the Northwest. They all like were representing each other, representing Washington and Oregon. And that's what we want to do here. We're representing the whole entire scene of El Paso.
Well, we really appreciate you guys not only being here to talk to us and tell us your story, but you know, just doing a great job representing El Paso
Thanks.
Yeah.
on the tour. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, that tour is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, leaving in 3 weeks.
Now, we're about to wrap up things here, but before we do, I do have one final thing I need to bring up, and that's the amount of Spotify listeners, the amount of streams you guys have, which is an insane number. You guys have over 1 million monthly listeners right now,
Yeah.
and there's one song in particular that has like 48 million streams, and that's just mind-blowing to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what song is it? Could it be...
This song, dang, I don't know which one.
Is it Stress Relief?
Maybe
I
it
think
might
it
be
is that
Stress
one.
Relief.
Yeah, it
It
is.
might be. I don't know. Maybe a quick
Yeah,
search on your phone is Spotify.
Yeah, Google it really quick.
But yeah, Stress Relief. That song, we kind of knew it was gonna do numbers. We for sure knew, but I didn't know if
think it was gonna be this.
this
big. Yeah.
at this level. Like I just knew it'd be a more like a popular song.
Well,
but
wait, because the way Juan told us was like, okay, this song's gonna pop off, but we didn't know.
yeah, I didn't expect it to reach like the amount that it did now. I was just thinking like maybe like a few like 100,000.
thousand,
Yeah. But like now we've reached like that number. It's just growing and growing. It's a good song. I love that song.
I remember us celebrating 300 monthly listeners like once like we released the song,
Yeah.
and like within the first week the song got like 10,000 streams.
Yeah.
We're like, guys, like we're moving mountains here. And like
And now look at you. You got over 1 million monthly listeners.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this song alone, 48 million streams. I mean, that's got to make you feel really good to knowing
Yeah.
that something you put so much hard work into and dedication, and to seeing the love that it's getting. It's got to be a great feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I love it. Sometimes I feel like we don't deserve it, but then I remember like, no, it's a pretty good song.
Yeah.
Well, any artist who is willing to put so much time and dedication into their craft and truly believe in what they're doing, I think it's absolutely,
Oh yeah.
they deserve it. So,
Yeah, for sure.
so we're going to hear Stress Relief before we wrap up here, guys. Go ahead and plug yourself.
Late
Yeah.
Night Drive Home.
Follow us on Instagram too.
Yeah.
at Late Night Drive.
Late
Home.
Night Drive Home all together. Facebook, Late Night Drive Home. We're on every social media platform right
Yeah,
now. That
we
I
go
can
live
think
on
of.
TikTok sometimes.
Yeah,
too.
TikTok as well.
Don't forget, August 19th, Plaza Theater, Mind's Eye, Samurai Club, Luna, and Late Night Drive Home, baby!
Let's go. Tickets are going fast. Get them now.
Here's Stress Relief on Q Connected, 95.5 KLAQ.
I never thought you'd end up with me for long, baby. Running in the quicksand to keep you here with me. I had you in my head, baby, every day. Towards the end, I just couldn't hear your name. It's such a relief from everything. It's such a relief from everything. Tell me you love me. Come back to haunt me. Won't you let me be myself? I was holding on, but you didn't see my shots, baby. All the times that I couldn't speak, my thoughts were maybe. Well, this is what I wanted, please don't feel so bad. In love with the ghost, please won't you come back? Well, this is what I wanted, please don't feel so bad. In love with the ghost, please don't come back. It's such a relief from everything. Tell me you love me. Come back to haunt me. Won't you let me be myself?
Well, it's difficult. Doing all this. It got easier over time. But
Si puedes venir conmigo, amor, yo te enseño todo.